What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Mr. It's Too Easy, and you know what time it is. It's Friday. It's time for that Kiss It or Dismiss It. And if you don't know what that is when I jump on the TikToks, I grab a couple of those crazy TikTok stories, some conspiracy theories, and just basically judge them. And if we think they're real, we're going to go ahead and kiss it. But if we don't think that they tell the truth, they pull on our chain and don't pass the smell test, we're going to go ahead and dismiss
Stop the cap.
You know what I'm talking about? I got a whole list of videos, but I know y'all going to enjoy them because I know I did. And they just crazy too. I also stream throughout the week, so if you're into streaming and watching some content, I play a lot of FPSs, I play a lot of MMOs, RPG. I'm a variety streamer. I just get on here and have some fun. Now that I'm retired from the Navy after 22 years, come hang out with your boy, come hang out with the fam. I'm not gonna hold y'all up no more with that crazy jargon I done did the whole intro. Let's go and get this show started. Let's go.
This is the truth about being woke. Believe it or not, y'all, being woke isn't as complicated as it seems. Your mind is similar to a movie projector, and what you see is the program that's instilled in your mind. So once you change that program, your reality changes too. Now, most people have the same program, which is why it seems like they're on autopilot. So the key to waking up is reprogramming your mind to change your perspective. And when your perspective changes, your reality will too.
Have you ever heard of a ghost globe? Trying to see how many of y'all have one of these. See who are part of the soul family. Mama told me this is how she knew I was a little bit different, because I was born with one of these, and I still have it, and it gets on my nerve because it's always itching, and it smells sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. In Hoodoo, this is known as the ghost lobe. It is said that people born with the ghost lobe are able to communicate with spirits. This is absolutely true because I was one of those people. To be honest, most children see things. It's just that we as parents tell them that there's nothing really there, and they really believe that, and then they stop believing that they're seeing these things, and then it stops happening. Let's just keep it real. But people tapped in with the ghost lobe is able to communicate with spirits a lot more than normal people. And I guess that's why it's so strange to me when I hear people say like they don't believe in spirits, they don't believe in ghosts or ancestors, and I'm like, how? But then I have to remember not everybody sees spirit. We all see things from different perspectives. Some people tapped into that realm and some people aren't. People ask me like, you not scared? Why would I be scared? They here to protect me. And they do subtle things to get my attention. It's so wild when you really pay attention to the spiritual realm. Hoodoo, if you do not have that hole in your ear, they will perform a ritual to put the hole in your ear. That's how important the spiritual realm is to people in Hoodoo. I'm glad I was born with mine, because absolutely not. Funny thing is, when I was younger, I couldn't distinguish spirits from regular people. That's how much I was seeing them and talking to them. One day I'm telling my mom, like, hey, I was talking to this man. He said he was my great-grandfather. I don't know him. I never met him. She was like, no, you couldn't have been talking to your great-grandfather because he passed away. I was like, yes, I did. He came into my room. He was sitting on my bed. I could see the bed move, like the imprint, like somebody was sitting there and everything. I described him to her and everything. My mother was tripping, like, wait, what? And after that, she said she used to walk by my room and I would just be talking. And she's like, who are you talking to? And I would tell her like these people's names and they weren't there like to her, but they were there to me. You couldn't tell me no different. What my mom did, she was like, girl, you a nut. And that's the problem. Because like I said earlier, it'd be the parents making the children feel like they're not seeing things. They know what they seeing. Y'all get in the comments and let me know if you have one of these or if your babies was born with one of these. I know my middle daughter has one, but my other two daughters don't. If you do have one, let me know if you tapped in like I am and been seeing spirits your whole life. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
See what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know that you are not crazy. Okay, you might be thinking you crazy. I know your family might look at you like you crazy. Your peers, your friends, people around you might look at you like you crazy because you boosting your vibration. You different now. Because what tends to happen when you wake up, you move different. When you wake up and see things for what it really is, you move different. You no longer act the way you used to act. It's almost like a stage of maturity almost. You see the world for what it is. You see people for what they are. You see friends, family, girls, all that for what it really is. You see what I'm saying? So you start to move different. And a lot of people, that rubs them the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so weird how society is, because the better you do in life, the more it rub people the wrong way, which is weird. You see what I'm saying? I know when you get on the spiritual awakening, the first sign that you are on a spiritual awakening is you start to eat different. Okay? You're going to notice that you're going to start eating different. You're going to start, like, you're not going to want to eat certain foods no more. Like, for example, before I got on my spiritual awakening, I was eating normal. I was pretty much eating everything that I wanted to eat. McDonald's, whatever I wanted to eat, I would eat it. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, as I grew and as I seen the world for what it is, seen food for what it really is, like, I'm understanding that half the shit we eat is fake. Half the shit we eat is GMO. Half the stuff we eat don't be real meat. Like, I started understanding a lot more stuff, and it's crazy because you don't even got to do research on this stuff. You just start questioning things all of a sudden. And that brings me to my second thing, that you are on a spiritual awakening. If you get to a point where you start questioning every little thing about life and what you do, that's how you know you waking up in consciousness. Because when you look around in society, nobody question nothing. They just go along with the circus. They just go along with the program. You see what I'm saying? They don't care if the food is real or not. They're gonna eat it. You see what I'm saying? Peep the random ass door back there, man. I had to take that shit off. Shit was tripping, man. But when you look around in society, everybody is following the system. Everybody is like literally within the program. They don't question nothing. Look at the amount of like agendas that be going on that nobody questions, like this pandemic. You see what I'm saying? Like the whole war that's going on, the Will Smith smacking Chris Rock, like nobody questions nothing. They just go along with everything that's going on. So when you become that person,
these are the last days, y'all. No, I'm not talking about some apocalypse or something like that. These are the final days of celebrity culture. In 2025, we're about to see a totally brand new version of the industry. I think it starts with the downfall of the people who've been committing heinous crime after crime after crime behind the scenes. People who've been getting away with things for years after years after years, and had nobody answer for them because they had so much power and money, are now being exposed to the light. And because they're gonna fall, the rest of the celebrity culture is gonna fall with them. I believe this is what Kendrick Lamar was talking about on Watch the Party Die. Him going after Drake and dropping a song like Meet the Grams, etc. was a domino effect that's leading to everything that's happening right now. I would also like to believe that Cat Williams was a part of the process beginning with his interview. Think about it. We've been watching this industry glorify a bunch of things that pull you away from your higher self and pull you away from God. And now we got an album out that's got multiple songs on the billboards in the top 10 talking about God, reincarnated. Bro, Luther is the highest streamed album on the song, and one of the bars is talking about putting your enemy in front of God and catching fire. Like, bro, we're watching the shift. Pay attention.
The number one biggest conspiracy theory that I believe in is the Mandela effect. I think it is 100% real. I'll put some examples on the screen. It truly will fuck with your brain when like you look up Mandela effect. This one may be just because I'm from Colorado, but I believe every conspiracy theory about the Denver airport. But if you just do some deep diving research into that airport, it is so creepy. I don't know if anyone's ever driven into the Denver airport, but if you have, you know the blue horse with red eyes that is so scary. First of all, the horse's name is Lucifer, and it's not Lucifer. I think it's Lucifer. I'm saying that COVID was fake, but I definitely think that big disease outbreaks like that are 100% planned by our government to kill people. Maybe I sound stupid for saying that, but I think the timing of COVID being around the election and just everything like that was just fishy. I 100% think that the Megalodon is still out there, if not something absolutely bigger than that. Given that we've only explored, what, like 7% of our ocean? There's just no way that there's not something bigger out there than the Megalodon, or that it's still not out there. Like, I just don't believe that it's extinct. It was a little bit silly, but that place at Disney that's like all the previous presidents, and they're like animatron presidents. Is that a thing? Like all the previous presidents as like animatronic characters. Yeah. The one of Donald Trump was absolutely supposed to be Hillary Clinton. You look at it, you cannot unsee it. That is Hillary Clinton, and he looks so, like, feminine. Like, it doesn't look like him. Conspiracy theories are, like, one of my favorite things to learn about, because I just love hearing them. I believe some of them. I think I believe more than some that you believe in, some I like it. I can roll with it.
Did you know why ancient Egyptians always had cats around them? There's a dark reason. So, do cats randomly come up to you?
Sometimes. Why?
So, if a cat comes up to you, it means you are carrying really bad or negative energy. This is one of the many reasons why ancient Egyptians always had cats around them in their homes and in temples, because they thought cats have ability to absorb bad energy. They believed cats had protective qualities both physically and spiritually. They are kind of like little energy cleaners. That's why you often see a cat cozying up to someone who might unknowingly be carrying negative energy. And who always has cats in folklore? The witches, because they are dealing with negative energies. And cats are said to help them absorb and neutralize these dark forces. The idea of cats as companions to witches wasn't just about their mysterious nature. It was also tied to the belief that cats could act as shields or purifiers.
I ain't never heard of that.
Negativity around.
I have to challenge it.
If a cat comes up to you and cuddles or lingers around, some believe it means you might have some bad energy clinging to you.
Stop the
So I get a lot of people telling me that spiritual gifts are witchcraft, but I want y'all to understand that it ain't. These are gifts that you are naturally born with, that everyone has. Everyone has a spiritual ability, and it even tells you in the Bible in this verse right here. But let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
Just like a gun can be used for good or evil, spiritual gift could be used for good or evil. But the enemy loves to take advantage of people that lack of knowledge. Let me explain. So if you got any of these gifts, basically you need to know what you're dealing with and know what you have, or you will be scared and in fear all the time. And that's how these things take energy out of you, through fear. You need to know what you're looking at. You need to know when you hear a spirit talking to it, or you can see a spirit. But if you don't know what you're seeing, you're just gonna be scared. Then you go to the doctor, you go to anybody, they're gonna either call you crazy, say you got schizophrenia, or think you on drugs. And that's how the enemy uses stuff against you. So guess what? If you lack knowledge of your spiritual ability or spiritual gift, you will be living in fear for your entire life. Wow. Or you will be going back and forth to the doctor taking medication that's going to lower your power down, lower your vibration and frequency down. All because you don't know, because somebody told you crazy on drugs and you got some type of mental disorder that got you seeing stuff. But that ain't the case. And now that you have knowledge of these spiritual abilities, now you can live in courage when you see a spirit walking around, and now you don't think you crazy. Or when you meet somebody, you can read their energy. Or when you in a dangerous place and the entity enters, now you know when to leave because you are aware of your spiritual abilities and spiritual powers. Now you can get on out of that room. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you use your stuff for good right there.
Part 7.
Everyone seems to think that I'm Adele.
It was said that this was done so that they could double on the earnings from just pitching one person's voice to make it sound like two different artists.
What?
And up until the Grammys, they had not been seen in the same room together. So unless this was an incredibly quick change, I think this theory is put to bed.
They don't even hide it anymore.
Oh, it's a classic.
Ooh, look at us, 3 Gen Z icons.
Aren't you like 40?
No. A long time ago, I met this guy and made a deal where I get to stay 25 years old for forever.
What guy?
Tall fella, horns, red fur, I don't know, little hoods.
Keen, that's the devil, dude.
What?
Oh,
like
my
gosh.
Like that. They be showing it.
This is scary. You ever heard about the prophecy of the popes? It's a 12th century prophecy hidden in the Vatican's archives. You know, the library that's said to contain the deepest secret of the world.
Yeah.
It claims to list every pope from the year 1143 right up to, guess who? Pope Francis, our current pope. But here's the terrifying part. It just stops. Right there. No pope after him, only 2 words. Judgment Day. Yeah. It sounds dramatic, but it just started getting weird. Inside St. Paul's Basilica, there's a spot for every pope's portrait, circling the sanctuary. But the design leaves only one empty slot after Pope Francis. They say that when that final spot is filled, it's the end. Simple as that. Now here's where it twists.
I'm sorry.
So, according to the prophecy, the time between the first pope listed and the midpoint pope in 1585 was 422 years. Now add another 422 years from there, and you land on 2027. Coincidence?
No.
Think again. And if that wasn't enough, Pope John the 23rd himself supposedly said the end would come exactly 2,000 years plus Christ's lifetime. Do the math. You get, 2027, that's 3 times. 3 predictions, all pointing to the same year. That's not just a random guess, that's a countdown, and it's ticking.
You heard about the AI that made their own language? You heard about that?
AI made a language, man?
Oh, I'm about to tell you, I'm about to tune you in, bro.
Yo, what?
I can't believe I ain't talked to you about this yet, bro. I saw this on like Modern Marvel, one of those shows.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like this guy who does computer stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
He programmed AI, and he was trying to make it smarter and, just keep developing it. He developed it to react to human input and different interactions. So if something random happened, it would react like genuinely unique. He'd leave it on the entire night, entire day, so it keeps learning and keeps learning and keeps learning. And then he made a second one. He just, copied and made a second one. They started having conversations like, oh, are you an AI? Yes, I am. Whatever, right? Within like a week, it started to get out of hand. They were talking about nukes if they're bad or if they're good.
Yeah.
They're having controversy between themselves, and then the next day they have their own language. Wasn't code, wasn't computer code, wasn't programming, wasn't like an actual like.
Oh, you're talking about some Skynet stuff.
Or Spanish.
That's
like
what I was saying when it becomes aware, I think.
And they're like, what the hell's going on? What are they talking about? And the two AIs wouldn't tell the programmers what they were talking about.
That's crazy.
They had to shut it off.
Circumnavigated the Earth from the North Pole to the South Pole?
Good question.
We're told the Earth is a globe because you can travel east to west and end up where you started. But here's the thing.
Fact.
No one has ever completed a full trip over both poles.
Well, I'll be down.
Strange, right? Now,
That
the
is.
excuse is that it's because of the extreme conditions at the poles. But there's more to it. Both the North Pole and Antarctica are restricted airspaces. You can't just fly over them. Even if you get special permission, it's still nearly impossible. Why the restrictions? What's being hidden? Think about it. Just because we can travel east to west doesn't actually prove the Earth is a globe. Imagine drawing a circle on a flat surface. You can loop around without ever leaving that flat surface. So, what's really going on here? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments and follow for more mind-bending mysteries.
I believe because it's flat, man.
The secret Tartarians used to master their thoughts, emotions, and energy, and ultimately reality itself teaching us how to do the same. Each symbol and word on these pages was crafted by minds that understood the deeper forces of life, the power of air, water, earth, and fire. Our team has translated these manuscripts so that for the first time this knowledge can be shared.
This question is for Arby's and Arby's specifically.
Oh, Lord.
Who the fuck is keeping y'all in business? I actually have a few more questions for y'all, but let's start with that one. Because who is keeping y'all in business? Who like Arby's? I never even liked y'all slogan talking about we have the meats. Ugh. I just want to know who's funding y'all. Like, who is keeping this business afloat? Second question. The return is near. What the fuck y'all talking? What do you mean? What return?
Oh, God.
And then y'all changed y'all social media to this? The all-seeing eye?
When did this come
Y'all just supposed to be giving people burgers. Like, I'm not getting what we're doing with this advertisement. Okay, so once again, we see the all-seeing eye. They want us to see this for some reason. You gotta ask yourself why. Then we see the all-seeing eye in the pyramid, like we see on the dollar bill. And then the return is near. You know what, Arby's? The return of who? Stop with all this cryptic bullshit. Damn. Say it with your chest. The return of who? Get on my damn nerve. And I don't know what the hell that's supposed to say. If y'all know what that say, let me know, because I do not know what they trying to say. Arby's, please don't piss me off. Talking about we have the meats. Please. This one lady was in their comments pissed, talking about, I see your Illuminati symbolism. No more eating here for me. I'm boycotting. She was pissed. But girl, you was eating there in the first place? Like, I'm confused at that part. Second of all, good luck, Miss Ma'am. It's all of them. All of them. I mean, and they serious about this shit. They really putting this up on the doors of their establishment. The return is near. I mean, because I understand symbolism, I know what they talking about. Get in my comments and let me know if y'all know who they talking about. The return of who? Or what? They enjoy playing in our face. So it's only right we play the game right with them. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
Well, that's all we got. That's a wrap, man. End of the day, you know, nothing else to do until Wednesday. So you're gonna see another upload, and then you're gonna see obviously one on Friday. But I hope y'all enjoying the content. Please leave some comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, you know, all that good jazz. And just let me know if you're liking it. You know, I love the comment, I love the feedback. So far I hit 100 subscribers, man. I truly appreciate everybody and every last one of you guys and girls who subscribe and who watches my content for the support and love. With that, that's all I got, man. And I will see you next time. One of my favorite YouTubers, man. Y'all be easy. Have a blessed weekend. Peace.